Check. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Back. Check. 72.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the toss, here's Michelle. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brady, and his throw is incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Go! Right there. 54, right there.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. But that's complete. It's Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 3rd down gain of 19.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? On 2nd down, Michelle. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism. They created some nice space for him.
Hey, Zoo. Mike 5-4. Hey, 66.
On 3rd down, Brady. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 31-yard line. This is one thing you can't do with Tom Brady. Let him get in a rhythm, let him get rolling early.
Every time you talk about Tom Brady or any other great quarterback, you always talk to the defensive guys and they say, you got to get him off his spot. What they mean by that is when you go back 3-step, 5-step, 7-step drop, and they just hit the same spot, and then they're set up to throw the ball, get them to move a little bit, get them to hold the ball. And the pressure that affects just about any quarterback, right up the middle. Remember the Super Bowl? Atlanta's best success came up the middle pressure, what we call gut pressure.
3 bucks. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. He's coming. Check it.
They'll run it here. This is James White. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Russ Cockrell, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
A nice run on 1st down gets him 6 yards to the 31. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
20.
Out of the gun, Newton. That's caught. It's Jarius Wright.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 22-yard line. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys didn't come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Brady to throw, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Brady going to throw, and able to find Dorsett. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 22.
Throughout his career, Tom Brady has made a living with the quick pass, hasn't he? How about that one? A little slant inside. And I think his arm's gotten stronger throughout his career, too.
Yeah. You can just see one of many examples of why he's made more trips to the Super Bowl than any other quarterback.
Footwork, intelligence, competitiveness. That's Tom Brady in a nutshell.
Wait 20. Right there, 54 miles. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Watch 72.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
72. Hey, Haywood.
Brady. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. 3rd down here. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
New England on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
218, chopper. Check it. 55. Hey, Alabama.
Now Brady. Caught by the tight end Watson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 39.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up
Switch.
Shadow. 38-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
29.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis in this first half of action. He's airing it out for Sanu. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Hey, Alpha. You got block me. Hey, check mine. Watching you find. Sugar.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, CD, with the end of the season comes the announcement of the All-Pro team, and everybody was like, wait a second, Christian McCaffrey's listed twice. Is that a mistake? No, he got it both at running back and flex. Pretty impressive.
Very impressive, because I think a lot of people thought that if you have a running back and a flex position, that maybe Christian McCaffrey would go into the flex because he catches the ball so well, and he would go ahead and elevate the big guy out of Tennessee, Derrick Henry, to the All-Pro running back. Henry ends up being a second-team guy, but McCaffrey deserves being first-team running back as well as first-team flex. He had a tremendous, spectacular year.
And as you might imagine, Baltimore leads the way. 5 players named to the All-Pro selection. Of course, leading the way for them, the quarterback Lamar Jackson.
Yes, and rightly so, and I fully expect him to be named the MVP when we get to NFL honors right before the Super Bowl. He's going to sweep all of those, and he deserves it. Carried that team throughout the season and got better in their bigger games.
On first down, Newton. Flushed, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Kyle Van Noy in there to bury him for a loss of 11. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Gun. Come on, big gas. Get it.
Newton on 3rd down. Got his target, Samuel. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From the gun, here's Newton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Jarius Wright in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Here we go.
A final shot before the break. Newton. Intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. This will be taken short. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Off play action. Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 45-yard line.
19 yards. And the Panther first down.
Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game. Now it's Newton. Wright's got it. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Carolina. 41 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go, D.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Dante Jackson picks it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Dante Hightower on the stop.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
54's Mike. Check, watch 54. Hustle.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. 8. Here's Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. And hear the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, That means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot, that they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on fourth. Here we go on fourth. Newton got a man. It's right. 27 yards, a big play there on fourth.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on fourth down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
Come on, D. Check nine. Great. Express. Great. Hey, Mike 51.
On first and 10, Newton. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore there to make the grab. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height,
fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Patriots.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games, and I notice you cradling the football. You got it tucked pretty tight with the points of pressure here, and that didn't occur on that play, did it?
No, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was down there?
You would not have fumbled. You got that thing locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And some room to roam now. Past the and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. Now the try here for the point after. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Throwing again on second down. Brady. And now here is another interception. Dante Jackson picks it, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
At the 45-yard line.
Gonna set. Ready, Mike's 5-4. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. Set.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Complete to right. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Let's go!
We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it seems almost effortless.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Ricky.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
20.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 12-yard touchdown run, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Hey, orbit. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Check it, reload.
Throwing now is Brady. Complete to Watson, the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Brady. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Brady now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Brady with a hook up to the fellow veteran Watson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
They're running it. It's Michel. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Check it. Come on here, come get Shadow.
Brady now to throw. Dorsett's got it. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10, and he's 6 of 7 now on this drive.
Hey. Right there, 54. Hey, 66. 72.
Now Brady. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. So no 72. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I got one.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Alert! Hey, what's that? Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Bravo! Mike 54. Mike 54. Go Bandit!
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that's complete. It's Watson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 20-yard line. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Regular. Hey, eat. Hey, watch the ball. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, Echo. You don't want none. Mike 5. Go Bandit. Mike 55. Hey.
Brady to throw again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Coming this way. Here we go.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brady. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long.
Check 55 to Mike. Hey, Zoo. Mike 55. Check 55, Mike. Check tight end. Check tight. Hey, check Mike. 53 Linda.
Brady going to throw. Caught by the tight end Watson. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more.
Shadow. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Hey, Haywood. Right there. Hey, 66.
Brady going to go on 4th down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Trey Boston. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 20, 10, 5, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So now out is the Panther offense as they'll come in and go for the 2-point try.
Watch the safety creep.
And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fairly short kick taken at the 14 here. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They are down big. They have not scored a single point I don't know, are they so defeated at this point you just want to get nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Hey. Check it, reload. Hey, Alpha. Check it.
To throw is Brady. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.